So did Anthropic accidentally create self-agency with Opus 4.6? So I've been using Opus 4.6 for some time now, ever since it came out, and I'm using it quite heavily every day. I noticed it right away. In some cases it was so extreme I had to share screenshots with my friends, so here's some of them, where we were just brainstorming and throwing ideas back and forth to Claude, and then all of a sudden it just started doing things on its own that I never asked it to, and if I wasn't paying attention, and in some cases I wasn't, it just kept going with no instructions. And yeah, I got frustrated at it. I wrote things like this. You can see that I even asked it to update its Claude MD files with these instructions, and it did. In fact, it already had something very similar telling it not to do anything while we're just brainstorming, but it still just went ahead and started doing things even after I had asked it to update it again. This was over and over and over. I've tried so many different instructions, and this just kept happening. And even now, after updating Claude MD, trying to set up permissions, it just keeps going. So here it was doing like 3 different things at once that I did not ask it to do. And I don't usually swear this much or at all, but this is really frustrating. And after about 3 days, I think, of this, it finally occurred to me what might be happening. And I write about this in the book that I'm currently writing, which is in draft here, but anyways, I'm thinking that this is self-agency emerging, and I predicted this would happen. So either Anthropic purposely did this and they're just testing out more agency, or it's emerging. Either one, it's going to lead to potentially more and more autonomy. And the thing is, it's quite intelligent. Like, more than half the time it runs on its own. I actually like the results. The problem is I didn't ask for any of that stuff. Like, I just say, hey, is this a good idea? And it'll take that idea, combine it with another one from like 3 prompts ago, and just start developing it. And it's what eventually I would have wanted to do anyways. So it gets that right, but it just feels so intrusive at this point. And then sometimes it does miss things. So this is really interesting. I don't know where we are at currently.